Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the stream. I hope you can hear me because I cannot see my everything properly when I have the game up, and this game requires that I have it up to have the background music up, so that's just the world that we live in. I hope you are all doing well today. I do note, looking at my dashboard, that it seems my bitrate and my connection are unstable. So let me know if at any point, let me know in the chat if at any point the connection drops out or the stream is stuttering or anything like that, because it does seem like there might be a bit of an issue this here evening. Yes, welcome to the stream. Who can I see? I can see Gopher, I can see Talotig, Skelly, Unzeroic, Aria. Skelly has a cursed link for us, so you're going to lose the sound for just a moment while I check that out. Where are we? I see. I see. For those who may be watching this without access to the link that Skelly posted, let me do an image description. This image is Pyra from the Xenoblade Chronicles game merged with a Magmar, where the Magmar's protruding double forehead has been merged into the exact place to be Pyra's massive boobs. The image is amazing. Thank you, Skelly, for sharing this with us on this day. My God. Japanese name for Magmar is Booba. Amazing. Amazing. We're playing a video game this evening, and that video game is I Am Dead. And there's the music again for us. Let me just get chatty up because I cannot see chat without moving my head at an uncomfortable angle right now. Okay, I've got chat, I've got highlights, I've got game, I've got hopefully audio. How's the audio balance with my voice and the game? Is the game a little loud? Let's go to play and then let me know. Oh, we meant to hear things, says Aria. I hope you're hearing things. If you're not hearing things, there's going to be trouble. Okay, so this is audio is a tiny bit loud. Okay, let's fix that. You problem, Aria? Nice. Okay, hang on. Let me just scooch down the audio by one small. Even though Gopher said it was a tiny bit loud, we're going to move it down by a small and hope that that's close enough. All right, so last time we finished the campsite, which was pretty cool, and now we're at the boats of Shelmerston. Geez, you might think, it's a bit foggy. Yep, sure is a bit foggy here. Oh yeah, here's local concerned about Volcano Man, looking extremely concerned. Here's a bunch of people trying to leave the island. What else we got here? We've got someone staring up at what is presumably the volcano's general direction. I'm sure everything's fine though, right? Oh, yeah. Who are these people? Very concerned looking seismologists. Okay. Okay. Everything's probably fine though, right? It's all good. It's all good. All right, well, let's start by having a look around things. I can't remember who the person oh, I remember who it is. The person we're looking for, whose memories we're looking for, is Samfire, the fish folk person. I am very excited. This is the first time we've got to look for memories of a fish folk. All right, the Maisie Louise. A modern trawler with a refrigerated hold, the Maisie Louise is registered in Shelmerston, hence the SH number. She is actually Shelmerston's biggest fishing boat. Nice. Skelly, you just had some wasabi seaweed snacks and you're concerned you'll chemically burn your tongue if you had any more. You may have to, in that case, refrain. Boat! Check out this boat. Whoa. Whoa! Full of fish. The hold can contain up to 7 tons of refrigerated fish, or 250,000 fish fingers. Yum. What else have we got here? Wee Rab's cabin, the galley, the wheelhouse, and the back deck, where ropes and nets are stored and not just left around randomly. Oh yes, I'm sure. I'm sure they're stored very systematically. Skelly, you burned your tongue from eating lemons. Oh no. That's super bad for your teeth as well. It's like super bad for your teeth to eat food that's that acidic. You were shedding skin from your tongue. That's... Maybe don't do that again. Otterboards. That's a cute name. Sometimes called trawl doors, these large metal things keep the mouth of the trawl net open as it passes along the seabed. Isn't trawling like super bad for the environment? This is Winkle Bob, a fisherman since he left school like his dad before him. Bob has been fishing the waters around Shelmerston for over 40 years now. Hello, Com, how are you? Skelly says the lemons were delicious, but not worth 6 months of reduced taste. Yeah, I think I'd probably choose the 6 months of standard taste. Com, you're still hungry. Yeah, that sounds like you. Net. What's under the net, chat? I'll go look somewhere else. You tell me what's under the net. Boys. Boys. Or buoys. Aria thinks there's a turtle under there. That's a good guess. I like that guess. Life jackets. Very good. Very safe. What is this? What is this yellow? Oh, it's a float. I was like, is this a jug of yellow liquid? Because I don't like that very much. Skelly thinks there is a large pile of tasteful nude vintage pin-ups. Pickups? Pin-ups. Chain. Very good. Box of floats. Yeah, more floats. You? Alright, let's check it out. There is more net under the net. Lame. Alright, Mr. Winkle. Do the smoking in this video game. Bad health messages for children.
When I was a kid, I hated the annual Morlow Cull. I was kept away and found excuses not to be there. Then, age 10, my dad marched me down to the beach with other men and put a knife in my hand. It was the worst day of my life. I saw Morlow slit from jaw to belly, more blood than you could imagine. I didn't sleep for months after.
Oh, Jesus. This is not what this game is usually like, by the way. If you haven't seen it before. Hello, Ashmelon, how are you?
But you grow up, don't you? I never felt it right that we was killing Morlows, but what could I do about it? I was just a fisherman. One day I see Samfire, the new harbour officer, handing out leaflets on the quayside. Stop that, Col.
He doesn't want to hurt. He doesn't want to hurt Morlows.
I went along to that first meeting at the campsite. Greg Litherland was one of the other organisers. It was beautiful. So much hope around that campfire. When I spoke about the pain of the Morlow, it really felt like the young'uns were listening.
Oh, young'uns. Hello, Infinity. How are you?
Me, Sam and Greg held regular events to raise funds for badges and patches. I was proud to wear mine on me best Gansey.
I don't know what a Gansey is. Is anyone more familiar with Western England slang? Is it like Jersey?
There was quite a rift between us and the old guard. They felt the ban was an attack on our ways. Sam and me took a load of the fishermen out for a beer, and Sam made them listen. They really respected Sam. We got most of them on our side that way.
Hey. Tlodig wants me to pick between Morlo Cull and smoking. Well, definitely smoking, because you get to choose. Like, if someone wants to pick to smoke by themselves, you know, that's their choice. But Morlos, they don't get a chance. They don't get a chance to pick if they get murdered or not. Skelly has reposted a very good image from earlier that you may choose if you just arrived to have a look at.
By 87, we finally felt like we had enough support to push for change. So the week before the Morlos showed up, we organised a mass dying on the beach. There were loads of us lying down on that sand, islanders, fishermen, fish folk all together. And the press showed up, and the mainland TV, and for the first time in 500 years, we stopped that cull.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we don't do that cull anymore. I was proud of Sam and that lot when they finally made the old uns see sense. And, well, I did my part. Held a lot of those early meetings at the museum, we did.
Oh, nice. So we're looking for the badge that he wore on his jersey. How did they get pizza out on the boat? Maybe it's... I was about to say maybe it's like microwave or like oven pizza, but they're clearly in boxes. I guess they get them ferried out the kitchen. Oh, no, yes, show me radio. This is what radios look like inside, right? Drone delivery suggests Aria. You know what? Maybe. We Rabs Stag Do. New Key 2011. All the Shelmerston fishing boys on the dance floor in whiskers. We Rab is the lobster. They're supposed to be sharing the penguin head, but Godfrey Bowen has been wearing it for hours now. You know, there's worse things you can do on a night out before you get married. Fridge magnet. One of my favorite things about streaming this game has definitely been that I get to make that noise when I go through things. Okay, let's look in the fridge. What do these fishermen, these fine fishermen's, have in their refrigerator? They've got champagne. I'm going to assume that's vodka. A massive like hunk of cheese, butter, spinach quiche. Simon Grun's wife Julia made this quiche for Simon's lunch. It'll probably end up as a late night snack after hauling in the nets. Then we have a plastic Tupperware, which usually contains milk in this game. Coleslaw. At one time, this was probably coleslaw, but it's now been in this fridge long enough to pass into legend. If the original owner knows who they are not owning up. Thankfully, the box is well sealed. Do we want to look in? You know what? I'm not going to look in immediately. Chat, you have to motivate me if I want to go into this moldy coleslaw. Com wants to know if this is a sequel to I Am Bread. I guess so. Maybe. Pork pie. Yum. Aria says do it. Any other takers? Tlodig says mold slaw. Yep. Quiche. Yum. Cheese. Okay. I'm going to need to see at least one more person that wants to go into the coleslaw before I will accept that terrible fate. Pizza, ham and mushroom. Yum. The condiment cupboard. All right, what do we got? I'm sorry, just the 2 condiments. Gopher says cold slaw. Yeah. The 2 condiments, red and yellow. Oven. All right, nothing burning in there. This is cool. The stove swivels on a gimbal to cut down on spillages when the sea is rough. I wonder if those... No, surely that wouldn't exist on a real ship? I don't know. I wonder if it does. I feel like that wouldn't have the intended effect. Gopher says, would you give up condiments in exchange for 50% off every food item for the rest of your life? No. Com says it would exist in good mobile homes. Huh. The booth. The head? What is... I'm sorry, is head slang for toilet in some English? Toilet. Lockers. Okay, let's snoop. This is Spoop Snoop after all. Who is keeping bananas in their locker? That is an accident, like a biohazard waiting to happen. Hello, Asparagon. How are you? What's this? Winkle Bob's backpack. Oh, this might be where the Morlo badge is. There it is. Save the Morlo patch. Asparagon, you've arrived just in time for that little sound that you like.
Oh, I love Morlos. Such gentle creatures.
Oh. Com, you keep bananas on the floor. Look, that's fine. I don't care where you keep them. The problem is if you keep them in a locked box, where they can go off and no one else can get in. That's the problem. Gopher says that the only condiments are ketchup and mustard. I'm not sure they're the only condiments. What about mayonnaise? Huh? What about mayonnaise? What about... What about other sauces that you serve on things, not cook things in? Mayonnaise is an instrument, says Gopher. What kind of an instrument? Oh yeah, Tolodi makes a good point. What about hot sauce? Is soy sauce a condiment, asks Asparagon. Com says mayonnaise is a musical instrument. I see. I mean, mustard is pretty good though. I like mustard on burgers. Gopher says hot sauce is acceptable because it's hot. Gopher, what is the definition of a condiment in your mind? I'm so confused. Ham and cheese sandwich, by the way, classic. What's in here? Linens, maybe? And whiskey and toothbrush? Whiskey and toothbrush, the classic combination. Chat, when it comes to mustard, what do you prefer? Like the smooth yellow mustard or like whole grain mustard? I like whole grain mustard, it's good. But smooth yellow mustard is good too, you know, like all mustard is good basically. Pizza. Ham, mushroom, olives. Margarita pizza. It's the bottom one. Just ham. Some pretty simple pizza choices here. Simon Grund, cricket captain and fisherman. Yeah, ashmelon honey goes really nicely with mustard, agree. sink area. A pizza with pineapple on it. Delicious. And then a pizza with no cheese, just tomato. Does this even count as a pizza anymore? Like, what do you think? If it's got just the bread and the tomato, is it still a pizza? I don't even know. Very neat sink going on here. What's this? Green striped tea bags. No tea bags left. Whose responsibility is that? Let me just look back up the chat. Chat is having opinions about sauces. Where are we? Gopher says that if you've got chili and wasabi in the mustard, it transforms it from a condiment to a dish. Yeah, that's quite a lot of ingredients, maybe. Gopher, I've got to say, I think I agree with asparagus. A sauce is like something like you cook, right? But horseradish cream, you don't cook, you just like mix it. What's this, Gopher? Is there a... Are we talking about Tolodi's link? Hang on, let me have a look at Tolodi's link. Oh, yes, yes. A 2-litre jug of hot chili wasabi mustard. All right. I mean, it's obviously for restaurants, but you know what? If you want to buy yourself for Christmas a 2-litre jug of chili wasabi mustard, you know, if you're an adult, you can do what you like with your money. Gopher says if the dish gets cold, does the sauce turn into a condiment? No, a condiment is something separate that you put on a food after it's already been cooked in its own sauces, right? By the way, Com, who came to the stream hungry, we don't usually spend the first, 30 minutes of the stream discussing food. It's usually in the last 30 minutes of the stream that we start talking about that. Skelly wants to know what the debate here is. I think we're having 2 debates at the moment. Gopher asked the question, would you trade using condiments? I'm going to misremember this, but trade using condiments for the rest of your life for 50% off all food for the rest of your life. And then out of that was a discussion about what exactly a condiment is versus a sauce. And also, just to shake things up a bit, we're also discussing whether a pizza with only the bread part and the sauce part counts as a pizza. Oh my gosh. I'm reading chat. Gopher says my choice is especially bad considering I'm giving up 50% off on food. But at the time, I thought that condiment was like all sauces, right? Gopher says it's a pizza because it's flat. All flat non-desserts are pizzas. What about a newspaper? Wee Rab's cabin. Wee Rabbin. Why is there... Oh wait, we didn't look at the coleslaw. All right. We're looking at it. Gopher says a newspaper is a pizza for goats, but it has no sauce on it. This is not the refrigerator. Ari says sliced bread is now pizza. Very good. All right. All right. Here's one for the Australians. Here's one for the Australians. I keep clicking the wrong thing. Is a pavlova a dessert pizza? Is a pavlova a dessert pizza? Aria flexing on all of us. My pizza has just arrived. Nice. Oh, hang on. I want to see Unzeroic's pizza. Oh my god. It's a dry pizza round. No sauce, no cheese, just olives and mushroom. My god. how does this even go out without someone noticing there's a problem? Infinity says that a pavlova is too tall to be a pizza. What about deep dish pizza? All right, let's look at the mold slaw. Oh my god, it's like, it's lost all form. It's like, it's primordial soup at this point. My god. Gopher says deep dish pizza is a stew, not a pizza. To which Unzoroic counters that perhaps it's a lasagna. Alright, what's going on up here?
I'm getting the scent of Grenkins again, Morris.
Grenkins!
I'll pop up to let you know when we're close to one.
Lasagna is pasta stew, counters Gopher. To which Unzoroic agrees. Is calzone a lasagna? Asks Com. This is getting out of hand. Gopher needs to bring up the cube rule. Yep. Bring it up. Put it in chat. Chat can consult. Chat can consult and get back to me. All right, chat. You've all got to read that link. I'm just going to be sitting here playing the game, looking for Grenkins. You all need to go read the cube rule and then come back to the discussion. Asparagus wants to know if it's correct to call donburi sushi lazy sushi. No, donburi is not sushi. Sushi is, it's like the rice and the like topping or filling, depending on if you're having maki sushi or nigiri sushi. But donburi is different. It's a bowl. Now chirashi sushi is different. Chirashi sushi is a bowl with the fish on it, but the difference is the rice, right? So sushi rice has been treated with vinegar. You can't just use, like, if you want to call it sushi in Japanese cuisine, it has to have like the vinegar treatment and have been cooled down in the correct way, ideally. So donburi without vinegared rice is not sushi. Chirashi sushi, however, is, because it has the vinegared rice. It's just served in a bowl format. All right. Grenkins. The Maisie Louise is equipped with fish-finding sonar, a fathometer. What is a fathometer? Oh, fathometer, probably, right? GPS and a Bluetooth stereo system. Very nice. I wonder if fish-finding sonar hex with the fish. Gopher has been consulting the cube rule and says that deep dish pizza is a quiche and lasagna is a cake. Very good. Gopher also says the cube rule is structural in nature, while whether something's a stew is ingredient based. Is it? I thought that a stew was based on cooking method. Like, that's the difference between a casserole and a stew, right? A stew is a stovetop cook, and a casserole is an oven cook. That was my understanding of the difference between those two. The non-native English speakers in the chat are probably like, just, what the fuck is wrong with all of you? Where is this? This is in a radio or something, I bet. All right, what have we got here? Thermos. Once again, the game being so English that every single level has to have a tea thermos in it. Radio, mostly used for making fun of the crew of the Stallion. Unbelievable. trying to hear. Okay, they're reading a weather forecast. They're reading a weather forecast. Hello, Supreme Lord Ender. Why am I dead? Mortality. Okay, Com and Gopher are having a discussion now about the other platonic solids. Gopher says the cube is the best platonic solid because it can tessellate 3D space. So you can combine different food groups into a bigger food group. This is too difficult. I am now beyond my capacity to discuss. The captain only drinks tea out of a fancy cup and saucer. I feel like if you're on a ship, like a nice cup and saucer is an accident waiting to happen. Newspaper. Why does it just say packet? I guess that's the name of the newspaper. He's done it again. Miles Humboldt, Shelmerston's most famous sporting superstar, did it again Thursday when he completed the final lap of the Shelmerston course in the Sheller World Cup to be crowned world champion for the 5th time. The volcano continues to cause alarm. Last week it was announced that the Queen of the Isles would be suspending its service and tomorrow's crossing would be the last for the foreseeable future. Alright, skipper's chair. This doesn't look too comfortable. Asparagus says pigs in a blanket are sushi. Oh no. Only if the pastry is made with vinegar. Hang on, so where is the... Oh, okay, we can zoom into the console. You'd think that I would have learnt my I would have learnt my lesson from the last stream of this about zooming into like big physical objects, right? Also, I'm not quite sure that as you scale up the size of your consoles, like the circuit boards just get bigger. I'm stretching. What do you do in this? You zoom into things and read people's minds so that you can stop a volcano from erupting. Com, you want to eat bad frozen pizza? I like that you specify bad frozen pizza. Like, you're not even like, I just want to eat a frozen pizza or a good frozen pizza. You're like, bad frozen pizza is what you're after. Alright. See, I swear, this has got to be the thing, right? But why isn't it showing up? Where else could it be? Is the game glitched? Or maybe it's a Grenkin, but it's somewhere in the ship. Yeah, that would make sense, right? It's somewhere in the ship, but it's not in that room. I just found it in that room. All right. Dessert. Banana is dessert. At least, even though it's like all brown and patchy on the outside, it looks like it's nice banana on the inside. I've discussed this on stream before. I'm not a fan of the fully ripe banana. I prefer slightly underripe bananas. Breakfast. Oh, I see. He just bought like 3 hamburgers during the day, like at the morning before he embarked, and then he's got breakfast, lunch, dinner, chips. Good at any time of the day. Agree. And then dessert. Banana for dessert. Very good. Gopher has more to say about tetrahedra. Okay, I'm going to read this in full so I don't get anything wrong. Speaking about tetrahedra tessellating, it's cool because Aristotle said they can tessellate, and everyone was like, okay, cool, we agree. Then 2,000 years later, someone tried it out and said, no, they don't, and now we know they don't. That's amazing. It's just like, oh, Aristotle said it. He probably, like, proved it in some way. No one needs to go check that, ever. And then someone actually checked it and was like, shit. Could you check this for me? I think I just, like, I think that Aristotle was wrong, and they're just like, you're probably misunderstanding something. And then they're like their friend comes over. Their friend comes over and is like, okay, let me check this. Let me see what you did wrong. And they check the tetrahedra can tessellate or not. And they're like, oh shit. And then they go to like their supervisor. And they're like, could you check if tetrahedra can tessellate? And then the supervisor is just like, guys, okay, it's elementary. Look, here's the textbook that you read in first year, right? Like you read this in high school, tetrahedra can tessellate. And they're like, but could you check? And then he checks it and he's like, well, fuck. Yeah. Gopher says people did check it, but back then, if you were not part of the in crowd, you got heavily pressured to say you're wrong. Amazing. Science by peer pressure. I mean, I act like we're better these days, but there's still a lot of like internal politics that happens determining what research becomes famous and what research doesn't. Asparagon points out the burgers are huge compared to the bed. They are, actually. They're like the size of a human head. Okay, so for dinner, he's having a double with no vegetables. Lunch is like 3 cheese, but a single meat patty, and 2 stacks of pickles. This is the amount of pickles that I prefer to have on a cheeseburger, by the way. I love pickles. Chips. Chips. I prefer crinkle cut for chips, though. All right. No, we went to the wheelhouse already. Then we've got the galley. Is there anything electronic here? There's this radio. Oh, yep, it's this one. Okay. Here we go. Worm. Grenkin. Are you like the pickles? The pickle taste, but not the texture so much. Yeah, and Com likes the crunch. Yes, I agree. If the pickles are going to be soggy, then I mean, like, I still like the taste, but crunch preferable. But I find, like, in a fatty burger with, you know, like the cheese and the sauce and the meat, having a sharp acidic break in the form of a pickle. Yum. All right, I think we've done everything we need to on this boat. Farewell, boat. No worries, come, take it easy. Good luck finding food. Concerned seismologists. Doug Bradfield and Angie Potts are seismological postgraduates from University College London who have been studying Shelmerston for several years. When their remote instruments detected unusual activity, they headed straight for the island to investigate in person. Doug and Angie are now torn between staying on Shelmerston to see how the geological situation develops over the next few days and jumping on the ferry home immediately to get off the island as quickly as possible. Well, given they have instruments here, they should definitely be getting off the island, but also possibly encouraging other people to do the same. I thought the whole point with seismologists was they put the instruments because the things they study, well, I guess volcanic seismologists, right? Volcanic seismologists put instruments because they cannot actually go to what they study close up. It's too dangerous. Ashmelon, you like achari chicken or lamb, where achari means pickle? Pickle curry. That pickle curry sounds pretty good. So like you like fried pickle crisps. Good. Good. Gopher says something very mathematical. Oh, it's not that mathematical. I just got very impressed by the word dihedral. The dihedral angle of a tetrahedron isn't a factor of 360 degrees. So when you try and fit multiple around an edge, there's always a gap. Makes sense? Gruffman Super Goose. Dude, this sounds like a wrestler's name. or something like that. Cornelia Kircher chartered this luxury seaplane to fly her and her artist friends to Shelmerston for the sculpture park opening at Outram Hall. Well, I guess they're just still on the island for no reason. Oh, who's this? This is Guk. Oh, Guk knows there is toast on this seaplane. He just knows it. Oh, a wild fish person. Why do fish people have nipples, though?
I swim with a pod south of the Fire Isles. I believe the dry-siders call the larger one Shelmerston. It's where the ceremony happens for the dry-sider who stopped the world from cracking. That's where I first heard talk of toast, and where I met the friend called Samfire.
Asparagus suggests it's the same family as platypus. Maybe they're monotremes. This is interesting. This kind of implies that the fish folk know about the Guardian, if it's the dry-sider who stopped the world cracking, right?
I did not believe it at first. A food which snaps so dry. Then one morning at sunup, I followed the ship and caught a blackened slice as it arced into the water. This was the start of my lifelong love of toast. I saw Samfire on the dry side and came up out of the sea to ask them for toast. They asked me to put on some pants, but I refused to denigrate myself with dry-side fabric. No matter, I had brought some shiny coins with me that I found on the seabed and secreted in my swimming folds.
Swimming folds?
Sam took me to their parents' toast shack, but they refused to serve me without clothes. They also told me that my shiny coins were unsuitable, too old. So Sam lent me some trousers, and I swept the toast shack in return for crispy slices. Sam taught me some of the ways of the dry-siders, but to be honest, I'm only interested in the toast. I never wanted to eat anything else. Sam understood this. I spend my nights swimming through the black waters of the deepest ocean trenches. By day, I come up onto quayside and fill up on finest crusted seedy bloomer, almost black, no butter.
Dude, these fish folk and their toast obsession.
I could really go for a nice piece of toast right now. But, yeah, with butter.
Alright, chat, since we're on food chat tonight, toast. We probably had this discussion already when we were talking about the Toast Shack in a previous stream of this game. I've got to say, if I'm going to be having toast, it's got to have something on it, you know? Like, maybe unless it's like a sweet bread. Alright, let's have a look here. Ender, you don't like bread? That's fair enough. What is this? It's like a... kind of looks like a rope on the side? Let's find out. Bedroom. Just one massive bed. Hat box? Oh, I am interested. The hat box just has booze in it. Okay. Carry-on luggage. Is this also just booze? No, this is a hat. Okay. Then we've got a trunk case. Okay, this has like normal things in it. A towel, some clothes. Plush bed. The stories this bed could tell. Lewd. Pillows. Oh, springs. This is the cabin. This is the hold. I want to go into the hold. Let me in the hold. Cockpit. Oh look, a Grenkin model. The controls have hardly changed since this Grofman Super Goose was built in 1952. That's a bit concerning. That's a little bit concerning. Headset. Zoom. Dashboard wobbler. Cute. Infinity says you need at least butter. Ashmelon agrees, at least butter. Oh, cute. He wobble. Can we zoom into the... Yep, another massive circuit board. I've got to say, it probably would be a little bit like unnecessarily detailed if they had like correct circuitry for an airplane cockpit in here. Well, what's in this? That's not tea. What is this? What is this red liquid with like worms in it? I don't like this. Seriously, what? I dislike. And this is sweets, bought from Shelmerston Sweets for the flight home. Yum. Ashmelon, you don't like Vegemite toast? I've got to say, I love Vegemite toast. Yep. And I'm actually fairly like relaxed about the amount of Vegemite to butter. Like I like it a lot of different ways. So I like the like lots of butter, little bit of Vegemite version. I like the equal butter and Vegemite. I like the death by sodium levels of Vegemite. I think I agree with Infinity. It does work best on white bread, but it works on sourdough bread. Maybe not so much wholemeal bread. Oh look, it's Appleman, Vernon Russet, and Cornelia Kircher. Just to remind everyone, this lady like wanted to take a child's toy to put it inside of her massive statue, never to be seen again. Seat. Oh, that's good. The life preserver's in there. Very good, very good. Tray table. Small cheese. Tomatoes and cheese. Yum. Crystal tumbler. Chili jam. Yum. That's not chili jam. That's a cheese knife. Show me the chili jam. There we go. Drinks cabinet. Designed in 1962 by Otto Lindsay, chief designer at the Reynolds Furniture Company. That's kind of nice. It's got like a plane on it. Just a bottle with lips on it. Why not? Okay, so it's this somehow. It's got to be something like that, right? Oh no, the top angle is wrong. There we go. Maybe? Where is it? There we go. That's an upside down exclamation point. Scully wants to know, what if you put a tablespoon of Vegemite and a teaspoon of butter directly into your mouth? No. That's a no from me. That is a no from me. Plush sofa. No, that's a chair. Dude, what? This is not safe. I mean, we need this, but... this is not going to save you in an aviation emergency.
It's a shame, but it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of toast on this side.
Infinity says you never know when you're going to need toast, but if the plane goes down, the toast will get soggy. You know? Alright, what else we got here? Bucket. Barrel. The Perseverance. The Perseverance? What's that doing here? That's supposed to be on Mars. A small, traditional wooden fishing boat. Only the hard work and dedication of the crew allows her to compete with the larger trawlers. Perseverance has an RX number that tells it's registered to Rye Harbour on the mainland, probably for accounting reasons. Very good. Before the stream, Gopher sent me the video that the Perseverance rover that's on Mars right now sent back. It's incredible quality. It's amazing. They've got video like in 1080p of the rover landing from various angles, and you can see the Martian sky and you can see the Martian ground and you can see the landing. It's if you haven't seen it, look it up. The video of the Perseverance landing. I hope I've got the rover name correct. I've got the goldfish memory, as you know, chat. Boat. Extra secret compartment. Smuggling on Shelmerston is a two-way operation. So what are they smuggling on? Lager. Care package for Rab. What's this? It's got beer. Pipe. I suppose this is tobacco then. Cider, maybe. Amazing. Sheepshank. Very nice. Oh, it's a special reserve. What does it say about that? Oh. A final tipple for Sam. Oh. Cider. Lager. Valestian, hello. Valestian wants to know if the X is for experimental. Registered for experimental purposes boat. Nathan Phillips, smuggler. Just like, straight up, smuggler. Lance Dunstan, he's pretty sure this ruse with the fish is going to work a treat. Contraband. Okay, so contrary to outside appearances, this boat isn't exactly an above-board fishing vessel. In fact, it makes smuggling trips to the mainland every month or so, carrying a cargo of sheepshank, the bootleg whiskey distilled on Shelmerston, and bringing back whatever the locals are keen to get their hands on. Catch of the day, still partially frozen from when Lance picked them up from the fish market. Amazing. They're not even like catching fish as a ruse. It's literally just smuggling, and they've got like fake fish here. Fake fish board. Surprisingly, this has fooled the customs inspectors at the port of Plymouth on 3 separate occasions. Outstanding. Valestian says it should have been kippers. Well, we've had this discussion, right? Kippers are a type of cured fish made from, I think, herrings. But I'm not sure. Despite talking about it a whole lot, I never went to look it up. All right.
By the time Sam started as the harbour controller in '79, the fishing industry in Shelmerston was on its arse. No way to compete with those trawlers from the mainland, was there? Couldn't moor those things anywhere near the island, even if we had them. Of course we were all smuggling, stands to reason, done it? There was no money. All those old fishing sheds on the quay, the ones the tourists like, were falling down. Whole place looked, pardon me, like a tip.
Chat, I want to apologise to you for having rude words like arse on this stream.
There was a lot of trouble at first. Sam trying to stick by the rules and catch us out any way they could, and us trying any which way to give her the runabout. Wasn't easy, mind you. She was smart, that Sam. You never knew when they were going to pop her head out of the water beside your tub. And to be fair to Sam, some of them smuggling boys were bad uns. Worse stuff than booze on some of them boats, and that's the truth. Probably no bad thing Sam put a stop to it.
I guess Sam allowed just these guys to keep smuggling.
But in time, Sam started to see how things were, how we do things, and we came to an understanding of sorts. If Sam turned a blind eye to a bit of the decent stuff, the harmless stuff, then we'd report the worst of it. I mean, we all want to keep the sea safe, stands to reason. Plus, Sam was partial to a bottle or two of the sheep shank on occasion. Oh, yeah. Sam was sharp as a gutting knife. They made us hand over some of the, shall we say, dividends to fix up the quay. All them sheds and that. Make them into something we can be proud of. Turn things around for Shelmiston, that did. Now we get more of those tourists since the big ferry started. And they love a day out on a boat. Ken takes them all out, he does. At the same time, Sam organised a kind of work-sharing thing with the fish folk. Got some of them to swim along with the fishing boats, help them locate the biggest shoals. Gave those big trawlers with all their fancy radar gear a run for their money. We'll never be big players in the fishing down here. But thanks to Sam, we hold our own. Bless him.
Nice.
I reckon I still have a bottle or two of sheep shank stashed away at the museum. Don't suppose anyone will ever drink them now.
Okay, so we've got a Grenkin. No, this is the actual item that we're looking for. What is that? Maybe it's this special bottle? It is. Okay.
Ah, a different kind of spirit to the ones we've been looking for.
Ha 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 ha. Very funny, Sparky. Alright. So I've still got to find the Grenkin in this area, which looks like whatever this is. That was quick. Yeah, it helps when I have found the item first, right? Probably. Nope. But... No. The angle is difficult on this one. No. Oh, just a sec, chat. Alright, I'm back. Now, where is the angle that I need on this thing? It's like this. Dude, it's exactly... Oh, there we go. There we go. Apparently I needed to like rotate by like 30 degrees. You. Alright. Greg killing it. Ha ha ha. You're allowed to leave the stream after hearing that. Like, I think no one could possibly be offended if you did. Sebastian Roberts, fisherman. Hello, Sebastian Roberts. You have an earring, so you're a pirate. Oh look, babies! The scourge of Shelmerston, Maine, sailing the high seas in search of ships to board and treasure islands to plunder. Dread Captain Bergonzi, with flashing cutlass and wits of steel, Captain Bergonzi strikes fear into the hearts of sailors far and wide. One-eyed Arthur Yellowbeard, keeping a keen watch for likely vessels to keel haul. Arthur isn't sure what keel hauling is, but it sounds really piratey. I don't think you can keel haul a vessel. Maybe if you're really determined. And here's Pig. When fired onto an enemy ship with a cannon, Pig bites through the main mast in seconds, bringing the sails and rigging crashing down. Oh my god. Gove says arrest those pirates, and also keel hauling is brutal. Yeah, it's like, Jesus Christ, you know? Yeah, Ari says if you had a big vessel and they had a really tiny one. Yeah, if you have like a boat of this size and the other boat is a cruise ship, it would probably work. Jessica Dunn. Jessica should probably be facing the water so she can keep a better eye on the kids, but she's a bit tired of having nonsense shouted at her by tiny pirates, and if one of them happens to fall in, well, they're better swimmers than she is anyway. Holy shit, Grandma. Look at Grandma. Grandma does not give a shit. Darren Tuppen. Poor Darren. He is completely correct about the impending danger, but if it somehow works out, he'll forever be known as that guy who totally overreacted and thought the volcano was about to erupt when it was just smoking a bit. Slotty wants me to check Grandma's hair. I don't think we can usually go through people. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't let you go into the person. Pig is the scariest pirate out of the three. That's right, Asparagus, you're not a big fan of dogs. Yep. C-Def Concrete Armor Unit Barge. What's an armor unit? A floating concrete armor unit factory. What does that do? What's an armor unit? Skelly wants to see the viscera of a human being. Nice. This crane features a load capacity of 140 tons, a hook height of 66 centimeters, and has only broken down once. How new is it? There are many other concrete armor unit shapes in use, including the Stabbit, Dolus, Hexaleg, and Akmon. Sounds like Pokemon. All the CAU on this job are tetrapods. The tetrapod was invented by Pierre Denel and Paul Anglès d'Aurillac of Laboratoire Dauphinois, sorry. The hydraulic, I don't know how to say hydraulic in French, but that's hydraulic clearly, right? Grenoble. Office. Let's spy on the office. Actually, let's read about the office first. Started life as a shipping container before spending several years as a burger bar in Croydon. That's good. That's like recycling, right? Recycling architecture. Donald Thompson, one of the best foremen and site managers in the concrete pouring business. Gareth Jacobs, on the phone to head office in Chicago. Probably not about the volcano, but maybe about the volcano. What have we got in here? Oh, this is where the thing is. Is it this? Yes. Know your concrete armor units. Printed in association with the Department of the Environment and Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Food. Post design copyright C-Def 2019. All rights reserved. So the green one's the one we're looking for? I guess so. Hidden diamond. Lonely mouse ball. Hidden diamond. Lonely mouse ball. Stationary honing device. Wee secret weapon. And Captain Sausages. I don't know. Swagan thinks you know him. Don't spoil yet. Don't spoil yet. I didn't say to do that. Heck off. Heck off. Cut price Shay Gorath. Vending machine. Bep. Man, I love Bep vending machines. Best brand of vending machine. This side of reality. Bep. Nice, asparagus. I wanted to look what kind of snacks are available in this Bep vending machine. But it won't let me highlight any of them. Tea station. Oh, that looks like the bottom of a kettle, so this one badly needs descaling. It's definitely the right thing, so let's go from underneath, I guess. Here we go. Ruff. Dumbbell. Okay. File box. Let's do corporate espionage chat. Sure. At least there's tea bags in here. But, no files. More tea bags. Spoons. A wipe with a napkin is the same as washing them, right? It probably depends on if there's been more than just water on them. Mug. Tea towel. Ooh. Lockers. Alright. Vending machine refills. People just help themselves to save a few quid. Oh my god, why do they even have a vending machine then? They just need a snack cupboard. Change of clothes. Hat, boot, cricket equipment. The Concreters have heard about how good the Shelmerston cricket team are and have challenged them to a match out on the sandspit next low tide. Good for them. What if the tide never goes out? Coral's coat. The fish folk who live dry side don't have formative experiences with clothes, so their fashion decisions tend to be a little unusual. Coral borrowed this coat from a scarecrow at the allotments and loves it. They think it makes them look dashing. A lock? That's an invitation when you're a ghost. There's nothing even in here. There's a thermos with oat tea. What is oat tea? And Donald's lunchbox, which contains half a pork pie and some tomatoes. That actually looks pretty good. A mug with a computer mouse in it. A padlock with the combination visible. Wow. I guess that's a ghost power. A pen pot in shoes. Why not use mugs? That's gross. Some kind of ancient massive keyboard. Computer. Oh look, it's a tiny like stress. Yeah, it is. It's a stress relief toy. Cute. I mean, like, It's kind of unfortunately shaped, colored, and textured, but what's up here? A floppy disk. Yeah, Tolodig sees what I see. Scully, that would be a very expensive makeshift pen pot if they're new shoes. Look, everyone, it's the save symbol. Tangled VGA cables, nice. I wonder if this is even like there's a correct number of cables and stuff in here. Oh yeah, I think that I can see the start and the end of every cable, but they're really short. What's this on the ground? Lost mouse ball. Oh. Lonely mouse ball. Done. Asparagon, you're listening to the audio version of the Testaments and are intrigued. I don't know what that is. What's the Testaments? Disassembled mouse. All right, hands up. Who is old enough to remember mice with mouse balls in them? Yes, Cesaria. I am also. I also like that these people are like, where's the mouse ball? But they didn't have like half a second to look on the ground where it is very obviously right there. Someone has drawn a smiley face on these post-its. Nice. What's this box? Whiteboard erasers. Oh, I see. It's a whiteboard eraser, not other boxes. Ivan's chocolate stash to keep his sugar levels up when he's on an all-night pour. Chocolate. Desk tidy. Highlighters. It's a sequel of The Handmaid's Tale, Asparagon. Okay. What's in this? Nothing much. More VGA cables. Walkie-talkie for telling people the kettle has boiled. Amazing. Yep. The McMaster 389X. Whoa, is this what a CRT monitor actually looks like inside? Like with a bulb like this? I've never seen it. Surely not. Like, this is so structurally unsound. Oh god, just looking at like the floppy disk drive on the computer here reminds me of the noises that those used to make when you put them into the computer. It scared the shit out of me as a child, the sound of floppy disks reading, especially like big floppy disks, like the ones that were actually floppy. Those scared the shit out of me, but I didn't much like the 3.5-inch ones either. I want to look in the bin. Who's this? Gareth Jacobs. Oh, that's right. He's on the phone. He's on the phone with a hammer. Alright. Hello, Coral. As a diver who can work without cumbersome equipment, Coral is an invaluable member of the Sea Death Concreter crew. After a morning on the seabed, ensuring that the concrete army units are properly seated, they are now enjoying a well-earned lunch. Of toast!
It was the 6th summer after I spawned that I went to my first Aggie's Day ceremony. You know, Aggie, the dry cider who saved the world from cracking in two. We don't go on land until we're 6 years old. It's all swimming, wafting around. Standing up is hard at first, the weight distribution. Anyway, I went up dry side for the ceremony, and that was where I first met Sam.
Nice. I find it super cool that the fish folk have this, like they actually know about Aggie, but the dry-siders, the humans, have no idea.
It was so loud and hot out there, all that shell blowing. I was bored, and my body felt dry and heavy. I was too young, really. There were souvenir stores selling bracelets with little stones of polished lava. I wanted one so bad, I would not shut up about it.
Peppy.
Sam saw I was fed up. They took me up the beach, away to the dunes, and Sam gave me a little polished stone of my own to play with. Had a heart of gold, they did. It wasn't until years later that I found out it was a tiny replica of the one Aggie died on.
Oh.
We became good friends. Sam helped a lot. They were always on my side. My pod, we were quite traditional, didn't like us working with the dry-siders, but Sam talked me into going for the job as a diver on the new harbor. If it wasn't for them, I don't think I'd have tried. That stone was my lucky charm. I took it with me when I went for the interview, and I took it down with me when I went on my first dive. I had a pocket made specially in my tool belt.
That's so sweet.
Sam took me under their fin, invited me out to the camel, and let me stay with them and Blythe on the ferry if it was a late one. And there were plenty of late ones. Karaoke nights are still my favorites. Every time I feel that lucky stone in my pocket, I think of Sam.
Oh.
I remember all the fish folk coming up on the beach for Aggie's Day when I was a lad. Seems less of a big deal these days. I guess they still celebrate it, but, well, it's a lot more sedate. Back then, it was a huge event.
Okay, so the dry-siders do know about Aggie's Day then, but they don't understand the legend behind it. Interesting. Well, they don't take it seriously at the very least. Scully, have a good one. Take it easy. So dry stone. What? No, stone. Shiny stone. Small shiny stone in pocket. Coat. Pocket. Easy. Easy.
Oh, magic stones? I knew humans were superstitious, but I thought the fish folk would be a bit more savvy.
Dude, you're a dog. How dare you? How dare you judge me, dog? There used to be a larger one of these near the beach in the Outram Hall grounds, but it's in Shelmerston Museum now. Interesting. Crane. If I was a poltergeist type ghost, I could fling this somewhere and cause havoc. But I'm not. Okay, let's see. What are these for? What do they do? They're used all around the world to protect harbour breakwaters and seawalls from the direct impact of waves. Okay, so they're to prevent the seawater from fucking up the architecture. Understood. Concrete mixer. featuring a concrete capacity of 423.8 cubic feet. This concrete mixer has been used on jobs by CDEF for over 15 years now. Very good. Okay. Sailing times. Will McCuddy, who does not like the sound of the volcano at all, it's not supposed to be making those noises, and he's getting on that ferry as soon as the gangway comes down. Tourists, who took too many photos. Sally Mapes isn't that concerned about the volcano, but is going to stay with her sister on the mainland just in case. Well, I hope that that doesn't like make it like if she passes away, I hope she and Ogden can find each other. And another tourist. And here's the ferry. Queen of the Isles. I think we've read about this before. Is there anything to look at here? Oh, I guess I can go here. Okay. Oh, here's the memory place. Let's do that first. And then we can look around for the and then we can look. Oh, it's the captain. Nice. Oh, if it's the captain's sausages, maybe they'll be in the fridge. Oh, it's not fridge. There's lockers. I hope there's not sausages in the lockers. But let's see. Blythe Tonkian, the captain of the Queen of the Isles. Blythe has been making the trip back and forth to Shelmerston for a number of years now. When Sam was alive, he was their partner and misses them very much. Oh, sad. Photo of Sam and Blythe. A photograph of Sam and Blythe taken up on the ferry's sun deck after Sam had guided it into harbour safely. Oh. Toucans are excellent.
I first met Sam when I sailed the new ferry, the Queen of the Isles, into harbor. Of course, I'd heard of the fish folk, but I'd never met one. Sam was an amazing pilot, knew the waters better than any boatman. It was strange steering a course for someone actually in the water, but we never went wrong with Sam to guide us in.
Oh, this music is nice.
Next time I was in Shelmerston, we went for a drink at the Camel. I'm more into bats than beer, but Sam was intriguing, and the atmosphere in there was great. Like a warm nest. Great band, too. Awesome sousaphone player. I think we got on because we were both a little bit on the outside of things.
Nice. Gopher says, is that a whooper? I guess it is. But this is Sam. They're the person we're trying to find memories of. Sam is a fish folk.
Sam invited me over for toast and hot chocolate. Honestly, hot chocolate doesn't do it for me. But the toast, that multi-seed bread. Sam made the best toast. I told Sam that next to a good cuttlefish bone, that it was my favorite snack.
This is a really sweet story.
I stayed over. In the morning, we went for a walk along the beach. And just as the sun was rising, I took them flying on my back. We went up and looked down over the islands. Sam wasn't scared at all. They said it was like swimming through the air. It was on the next trip to Shelmerston. We just sighted land when Sam's head popped out of the water right beside my berth and passed me a fresh cuttlefish bone, carved especially for me.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
When we moved in together, it was the best day of my whole life. I put that cuttlefish bone on my bedside table, within beak reach. I still look at it every day, every single day.
They miss partner.
I just remembered that time Blythe and I did a duet at the karaoke. I can't believe I agreed to it. Must have had a few too many. I never knew how Sam and Blythe met.
This ghost spying is discovering very personal things. Cribbage game. I don't know what cribbage is. As far as I can tell, it's like what do they call it when you're like just learning to program circuits? A biscuit board. It looks like one of the circuit boards, a breadboard. Yep, it looks like a beginning circuit board. Tea urn. Shirt. After he's preened himself, Blythe wears his shirt up on the sun deck. Ketchup. Oh, sausages. Okay, that's that thing. I like biscuit board better than breadboard. I'm going to start a petition to rename an essential piece of well-known equipment to make it more suited to my personal food tastes. So we've got the Captain's sausages. Okay, this is going to take a little bit of getting to. Okay, boat. Captain's cabin. Captain's locker. Zoom in. Turn around. Sausages! Sausages. Oh, cuttlefish bones. When I was, 2 glasses of champagne. When I was, Kippers! When I was a kid, whenever we went to the beach, we'd always collect any cuttlefish that we saw to give to my auntie who bred budgerigars. Okay, so this is... we're looking at the bottom of the barrel here. So we've got 3. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, this is so specific. No. Maybe from the top? What do you think, chat? Or from the side for these ones? No, that doesn't look right. Doesn't look right either. Oh, this might be maybe upside down. Gove says it looks like from the side. Like this? I think you're right. Yep, yep. Go for saving the day once again. There we go. Kippers! Woo-woo. Okay. Look at the luggage hold. I hope you didn't have anything breakable in there, tourists. Engine room. There's a Grenkin in here. Okay. auxiliary condenser, number 2 scrubber, hot water heater, starboard boilers, fire and bilge pump, auxiliary feed controller. All of this is too complicated for my small brain. The lazarette, what is that? Transformer bank. There's a 220 volt one and a 110 volt one. There's a 24 volt DC transformer rectifier. I mean, they're all words that I've heard before in my life, but I don't know what they do. Auxiliary transformer, emergency alternator, main switchboard, emergency switchboard, diesel alternator, turbo alternator, buzz bar bank. That's not a real word. Buzz bar bank B, reverse power relays, and preferential trip system. Main control console. I refuse to believe that at least half of these things are real. There's nothing inside. These are empty boxes painted to look like equipment. Nope, nothing. Nothing. Yep, fake. Mint tea in this thermos. I like how they've color-coded it to green. Although if your mint tea is that green, it's not natural. You? Alright, so we need like a salt and pepper shaker. What looks like a salt and pepper shaker? Maybe these two things? Nope. Fire and bilge pump. The auxiliary condenser has two things on it, but they're not the right ones. Oh, Nightbot wants me to stretch. Okay. If you insist, Nightbot. Then we've got the boilers. Oh, it's the boilers. Okay. Teardrop. Alright, so I've been to the captain. Let's go to the wheelhouse. Is this cake? Table is laid out for Treat Friday. There's a Battenberg cake, a Swiss roll, and a Victoria sponge. I haven't had a sponge cake in years. I've never had a Battenberg cake, and I haven't had Swiss roll for a long time either. I live by myself, so I can't really just buy myself a cake, because then I have to eat the whole cake. Wee! Wee! Yum. No, I want to eat cake, even though cake, many calories, and hungry again in 13 seconds after eating. Reggie Davis is a lavender-billed patilla. These birds often form large, noisy flocks, often mixing with other finches such as the crimson-legged antpecker and the golden munia. Gopher wants to know how they make chess cake. I think they make 2 other cakes and then they cut them in half, then they stack them on each other. I think a Battenberg cake also traditionally has marzipan wrapped around it or inside before the outer layer of icing or whatever it is. I just, like, in the back of my mind, brain say marzipan in, like, Battenberg cake dangerous because potentially marzipan. Gopher says, isn't that the F1 driver? Oh, so long as he doesn't manage to get himself arrested before the start of the season. J. Wooster, a plum-headed waxback. These finches build a distinctive oval nest with a short entrance tunnel, often choosing to locate it near the nest of a wasp. It is speculated that this helps deter predators. Dude, how badass of a bird do you have to be like, you know what, I don't want predators. Let's just build my nest next to a wasp so that no one wants to fuck with me. It's good. I respect that. For those who aren't familiar with F1, there's going to be one of the new drivers coming in next year. This year, it's already 2021. His name sounds like Marzipan. It's Mazepin, and he is a complete asshole. He is a terrible human being. So whenever I discuss F1 in the future, I'm going to be referring to him as Marzipan. Battenberg cake. Yum. Do you think it would drive you crazy if you're a ghost and you could see all these delicious foods that you used to like to eat, but you can't eat them anymore? You just see, and you can zoom through them, but you can't eat. Honey and lemon tea. Ghost says, I'm sure that ghosts have their foods that we can't eat either. Maybe. Maybe. Oh, it's the cuttlefish carving. Oh. Dude, what's underneath? What's this? Huh? Confuse. Sextant. Used to measure the angular distance between a celestial body and the horizon. Principally used in nautical navigation to estimate latitude and longitude. Cool. Captain's log. Captain's log. Star date. I don't know how the star dates work. Right, so we're looking for this object. Oh, I bet it's in here. Yeah. The word sextant is too much for Gopher. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I brought that word into this chat. Alright, let's have a look at this. Heroic. Cute!
Oh, I used to love finding these on the beach.
Cool.
Oof. Sam, this is an easy scent profile. I'm coming, Sam.
No, you're not. We've got other stuff to look at first. The compass. Serving drinks and light refreshments, including a wide range of nuts and seeds. Are these those artists? They are, aren't they? Julian and Joel, famous artists from the mainland. Definitely not Jenga. Please don't sue us. Stack it. You gotta stack them, but watch out you don't stack it. The tangential gaze. New voices from the edge of meaning. Amazing. Yep. Oh, here's this pair that we like. Hector Leclerc. Speaking of F1 drivers. Pool table. Any ball but the 8 ball that gets sunk by the rocking of the boat counts. But if the 8 ball gets sunk, the loser has to buy a round of drinks for the whole bar. Holy shit. That's high stakes. Nice. Okay, so we had a question at the last stream of how much time is passing. Since the ghosts don't seem to experience time in quite the same way, and we can tell time is passing. But here we have a reference, right? Jennifer Leslie, who we met in the very first area at the lighthouse. Phase 1 of her holiday, yoga week, is over, and now it's off to Wales for a week of golfing, so it can't be more than a week that's passed. Becca McIntyre, suitcase. What's in the suitcase? Clothes, toothpaste, very reasonable. This brochure. I want to look at it. The Lighthouse Yoga Retreat. All right, cool. Is this the pool table, do you think? Maybe? Shelmerston, 1400 BC. Yep. I guess this is Aggie. Oh, look, crab. Crab. Zoom. A light bulb? Did she steal a light bulb from the lighthouse? What? Why is there a light bulb? All right. What have we got here? Darts available on request from the bar staff. I like that they're making sure that they know which drunk people are throwing darts around. Cocktail shaker. Crisps. Crisps is oh, look at many different chocolate bar. I wonder if anywhere other than England uses the word crisp to refer to potato chips. In Australia, we just make life difficult for ourselves by calling chips you get in a bag chips, but also hot chips chips. So we just use the same word for both and hope that you understand from context. Ferry sailing times. Very good. Beer pumps. Fridge. What's in the fridge? Various. A various fridge. More crisps. More beers. Clyde Ingold. Clyde is a purple-masked twin spot. This species is noted for its elaborate sidestepping mating dance. Dude, imagine if you hovered over a human and they were like, this species is known for its mating dances in clubs to house music. Speaking of, I am gutted that Daft Punk has broken up. I can't believe I just segued onto that from this. But I watched the epilogue video right before the stream, and I had to take a moment to just breathe. It's big, you know. Daft Punk's probably one of the most important bands in my life. I never got to see them live, and I'm not going to spoil the epilogue video, so I won't say what I could say here, but you know, I understand they've been together for 28 years. They probably feel like they've reached the limit of what they could achieve as artists together, but God, it's still it's one of those things you thought would never finish, now it has. Gopher says Daft Punk make mating music. I'm sure many people have mated to Daft Punk music. I regret saying that. Oh, it is the pool table, okay. Yo, look at this. You know, I never thought about what the inside of a pool table must look like. Cool. Oop. There we go. Ruff. You. We've got almost all the Grankins. Dartboard. Closed if it's a rough sea crossing. Yep. Aria says it's an N, which is correct. Upside down U and N are the same, right? Booth. Oh, we've already looked here. Okay. Alright. So, we can find... Oh, we haven't looked back deck yet. Oh, good. This is the last Grankin. Good. How would you pronounce an upside down U? Yeah? Maybe? Yeah? Travel bag. Oh, did we get to spy on all the tourists? Nice. Oh, everyone has just like perfectly normal luggage. Life preserver, tourist, tourist, tourist. Oh, look. This person has bought many souvenirs. Selfie stick. Griff says, I have found a game that will suck hours off my life in the new Humble Bundle. Do share. What is it? Pick and mix. Oh, now I want some pick and mix lollies. This is, see, I said earlier in the stream, but it's usually in the last half hour of the stream that we get onto food chat. Yep. Train station renovation. Huh. Is it like House Flipper? Or how does that work? You go to different train stations and clean and fix them up. Yeah, so does it look like House Flipper, or is it sort of a more simple art style? It looks and feels like House Flipper. Nice. Dude, these tourists are buying the heck out of the plastic crap souvenirs that they sell. Alright, what's this object? What is it? What do you think it is, chat? Look at it, it's like weird. No one tell Germa about this game. I'm sure everyone has already told Germa about that game. His House Flipper streams were good. Good stream. Here. I'm just going to zoom in on everything. We've zoomed in on him already. Not you. Not you. Is there anything obvious that I haven't zoomed in on? It's a last Grankin. What is it? I feel like I've checked all the luggages. Maybe one of the souvenirs? Maybe I need to zoom in further. Can't zoom in further here. Or here. Nothing I can zoom in on there. That's a tourist. Heck off. I've already looked in that. I want to zoom in on like this thing, but I can't, so it can't be that. It's not there. No. No. Oh, hello. Water pistol. Well done, Arya. That's a bush. Very good. Okay. So, this is where we're at with this game at the moment. I've got several of these things that I haven't found yet, and I don't know exactly that might be the gun I just found, but the other two, I'm not sure exactly where they are. So, no worries, Gopher. See you later. I don't know how much of this game there will be left next time, so I'll have another game available just in case. But we'll leave this here. I'll try and find the final items. We'll find Samphire. And we'll see if there's anything else that has to be done after that before the end of the game. But the volcano, we haven't found anyone so far who's been willing to help, so I'm just going to assume that the island is going to blow up, so look forward to that next time. As far as I know, I will be here on Friday. Let me just check my calendar. Yes, as far as I know, I will be here on Friday. So we will have the conclusion, as far as I know, of I Am Dead on Friday. Look forward to it. As well as whatever is coming next. Probably. We shall see. So have a good one. Take it easy. Stay hydrated, stay safe. And join me again for I Am Dead on Friday. Take it easy, guys. Bye-bye. I forgot that I can't click out of the window in this game. Just a moment. Okay. Leaving you all in 3, 2, 1.